Become aware of what makes you feel good and when you feel the feelings and the way you want to feel. Okay? So just notice in your day, in your night, whatever, every moment, when you're feeling awesome, when you feel bliss, which hopefully you do, when you feel joy, make a mental note of it. And of course, do more of it, or do it as much as possible, or at least schedule it in on the regular as an act of self-love and as a nutrient for your care, right? Just like taking the time to make a healthy organic salad or shop for properly raised free-range meats or whatever it may be. We have to schedule and make it a priority to do things that make us feel good. And so many of us don't know. If you were one of those people that said earlier when I said, feeling bliss and joy juice and pleasure, and you really didn't know what I was talking about and how that's different than happiness, then this number 3 tip is for you to start paying attention. Even if it's just a little bit of happiness. You might not be at bliss and joy yet. That's okay. Happiness is the beginning. So pay attention to things that make you happy. All right. And I mean really happy. Like chocolate makes me happy. I have chocolate every day because it makes me happy. But I also know when I have too much, then I get unhappy. Okay. Because then I have a whole bunch of other problems. So you can have things that make you happy, but then we also have to have discretion and balance and wisdom and all that as well. Otherwise, the happy making thing becomes an unhappy making thing. And then it's not happy anymore. Whew, did you follow that? I don't even know if I followed that, but oh well. I hope it made sense. So, for example, paying attention to what makes you happy. For example, if you want to feel healthy and fit or excited or energized, or if you want to feel calm and loved or safe or sensual or sexy or whatever it is, just pick a word that you want to feel. Then start getting in touch with the times during the day or the night that you felt that way. And then just do more of it. That's basically it, okay? And if you've got nothing still, you need to find those things. Or even think about what would make you feel that way. So let's just say, for today's example, what would make you feel sexy? If you don't feel sexy, what would make you feel sexy? Well, if I put on a really pretty dress, or if, I don't know, I styled my hair a certain way, or whatever, took a bubble bath and felt the bubbles luxuriously caressing my skin and smelt these beautiful essential oils and had a really cool sponge and put it on my body and closed my eyes and I listened to some Enigma music or some Chakra 2 music or whatever. That would make me feel very sexy and sensual. So even if you think about it, if you're not feeling it, just imagine what would make you feel the way you want. Even if it's safety, what would make you feel safe? Well, if I had better locks on my doors, or maybe if I had a burglar alarm, or I was with a person I really trusted, then I'd feel safe, or whatever it may be. Or if I had a better car, whatever. Okay. So, I like to have soft fabrics in my home. I mentioned the locks on my doors. They all work. All these things help me feel the way I want to feel in my life. So please make a commitment and, to do this. And it might even be calling a friend, or taking a walk just to chat or stay connected or even just allow yourself more time to get dressed every day so you have more pleasure in getting dressed. And you put on things that before you put them on, you tap into how they make you feel or how they would make you feel if you wore that. For example, this shirt I have on today, if you're watching on YouTube, the shirt I had on today was not the shirt I was going to wear today. But when I was in my closet, I closed my eyes and I just thought about, when I'm looking at my clothes, what makes me feel a certain way as soon as I look at it. And this shirt was the shirt. And I actually didn't pick it right away. I actually went back to it because I'm trying to train myself to listen to that part of me, that sensual part of me that knows my feelings better than my head does. And that's why I end up picking this shirt. So, but that also allowed me to make time to get dressed more than just in a rush like I often do, right? Or just out of necessity, I got to get out the door, right? I had to actually make time to give myself a good 10 minutes or so to be in my closet, to get dressed, to put my clothes on, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm getting at, okay? But you know what, my friend? We have to take responsibility for our lives and creating our feelings. We have to take responsibility for creating our own feelings. Do you see how that example I just gave you was me being empowered and creating the feeling within me that I wanted to feel? If you take one thing away from this episode, that has got to be it, okay? And I'm trying to help give you the tools to do that, because with the fear of overusing the term empowerment, this really is about empowerment, which means being empowered, being able to affect your life the way you want to. And often we have more power than we think. Okay, so a happy, fulfilled, fully integrated, and more consciously aware life doesn't just happen. It sure doesn't. Because it just doesn't get like magically bestowed upon the lucky ones or the one who won the beautiful gene pool or the trust fund lottery or whatever it may be. It doesn't just happen, because we all know people that might fit those categories that are really miserable and we would not want to be like, right? Think of somebody that is how you want to be or has what you want to have or whatever, because like Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues, right? What do? Well, I'm trying to share with you, not that I have all the answers, but I'm trying to share with you some of the things that I'm learning to do that are really helping me. And that's really what my show is about. So take back your power and tap into your feminine energy of creation and create your life the way you want it.